this is what he had to say. I think the first thing is, where are you happy? Where you feel at home? And then what is your objective? What do you want to achieve next? There are lots of things you have to look at now. Where your family will be happy. These are the things you have to look at. When
Arsenal face midfield crisis as contract renewal breaks down with Partey. Arsenal have been dealt a significant blow in their summer transfer plans as talks to extend the contract of midfield general Thomas Partey have reportedly collapsed. The Ghanaian star, who was instrumental in the Gunners' recent push for domestic dominance, is now set to leave the Emirates after negotiations over a new deal reached an impasse. Mikel Arteta had been keen to keep the experienced midfielder, but the club's hierarchy failed to meet his demands, triggering the potential end of his Arsenal chapter. Partey, who joined Arsenal from Atletico Madrid in a £45 million deal in 2020, has been a key figure in Arteta's midfield structure. Despite injuries hampering parts of his Arsenal tenure, his presence and composure on the ball have been vital in many of the club's key victories over the past 3 seasons. With just 1 year remaining on his current contract, Arsenal were desperate to tie him down to a longer-term deal. However, the players' camp reportedly felt undervalued by the club's offer. Sources close to the negotiations reveal that Partey was seeking both a longer-term contract and a salary that reflected his status and influence in the squad. Arsenal, wary of committing to an aging player with a mixed injury record, were only willing to offer a short-term extension with performance-based clauses. This offer was viewed as disrespectful by Partey's representatives, causing talks to collapse entirely. The news of the breakdown in contract talks has sent shockwaves through the Arsenal fan base. Many supporters had hoped Partey would stay on to form a formidable midfield trio alongside Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. His departure not only disrupts Arteta's tactical plans but also forces the club into the transfer market to find an adequate replacement, a task that may prove both expensive and difficult. Arteta now faces a tough decision. With Partey likely to be sold this summer to avoid losing him on a free transfer next year, Arsenal must move swiftly to secure a replacement who can bring both defensive solidity and experience to the heart of midfield. Names like Martin Zubimendi and Amadou Onana have been floated, but no official move has been made yet. The pressure on Edu Gasper, Arsenal's sporting director, has now intensified. This situation echoes Arsenal's past struggles with contract renewals such as those with Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez, where delays and poor negotiation strategies led to player departures that harmed the club in the long run. Fans are beginning to question why lessons have not been learned, especially in a season where Arsenal needs stability more than ever to compete with Manchester City and Liverpool. Partey's departure will also have implications beyond the pitch. A well-respected figure in the dressing room, his leadership and experience will be missed by younger players like Bukayo Saka and William Saliba, who have spoken highly of the Ghanaian's guidance. Losing such a character could unsettle the delicate balance of team morale that Arteta has carefully cultivated. Financially, Arsenal could still command a fee in the region of £20 to £25 million for Partey, with clubs from Saudi Arabia, Serie A, and the Turkish Super League reportedly monitoring the situation closely. However, selling him without a concrete plan in place for his replacement could leave Arsenal vulnerable in the opening months of the new Premier League season. The timing of the setback could not be worse. With pre-season fast approaching, Arteta had hoped for a smooth summer to build momentum. Instead, he must now navigate a midfield rebuild, a process that could delay tactical integration and squad chemistry just as the 2025-26 campaign kicks off. Despite the setback, Arsenal remain optimistic that their ambitious transfer targets will help mitigate Partey's loss. There is talk of accelerating the pursuit of Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, a player Arteta greatly admires. Yet even if a signing is secured quickly, adapting to the Premier League's pace and intensity remains a tall order for any incoming midfielder. In truth, Partey's exit marks the end of a pivotal era in Arsenal's rebuild. His arrival had signalled the club's return to elite-level ambition, and his departure now challenges the club to take the next step in evolving their midfield into one that can deliver silverware consistently. Arteta's response in the coming weeks will be critical in determining whether Arsenal can stay on their upward trajectory. Ultimately, while fans will lament the failed renewal of a player who gave his all in an Arsenal shirt, the onus now falls on the club to act decisively. With the market open and time ticking, Arsenal must move quickly not just to replace a midfielder, but to reassure fans that their title dreams remain alive and well.